But I think we'll get into some very interesting things and by all means, please keep going. Thank you. Hi y'all, how you doing? A little bit different of a setup this week, I know, I apologize, but I am struggle puffing through these tarot readings, y'all. I don't know what it is about this week, but I cannot read the cards and the cards do not want me to read them. So we're having a little bit of a tiff. We're not speaking, so no readings this week. However, I thought I'd take this time to talk to you all a little bit about this channel, what I want to do, what my vision is, where I'm going, why are we all here type scenario, okay? So I thought we'd have a little sit down chat. I've got my tea. I'm surrounded by a bunch of books that we're going to talk about, not in this video, but how they'll work into the overall plan of this channel. So, I've written everything down. This is my first freeform video, so please do bear with me. I think we'll get into some really interesting things, and I think it'll give everyone a better sense of what I'm doing here and why I keep sending you all links to Arcade Arcana, and the difference between Arcade Arcana and Reiki Garden and yours truly. So, here we all are. Here we all are existing. Okay, so talk about Arcade Arcana. So we're 2 weeks into Arcade Arcana, and I want to talk about where it came from, how it started, what the goal is, why we're doing it. So Arcade Arcana is going to be the weekly tarot readings for each of the 12 zodiac signs in the zodiac wheel. So it is separate from Reiki Garden in that it is kind of like its own TV series. So I want it to come out every Monday. I really want to post it on Sunday evenings, but y'all know I can't get my stuff together that quickly. It's, I know. So I want to post it on Sunday evenings. I'm going to try to post it on Sunday evenings. I guarantee it will be posted by Monday evenings. So that's something that's very generic, that is available to everyone. You don't have to know a lot. It's really just you come in, you get your reading for the week, and you just listen. If it applies to you, it applies to you. If it doesn't apply to you, I'm sorry, I don't know what you want from me. So, I will continue to post those every Monday. And I want to get a little creative with them. I've been doing some stop motion photography. Some of you might have already seen it in your inboxes. If you haven't, wait. So we have some stop motion. I want to get into some graphic stuff. I want to get into a little bit more illustration and cartooning and weave that in and just make it fun, playful, something that you can enjoy once a week, to just come, have a moment, sit with me. If you know me, you know, you get to see me. If you don't know me, you get to meet me. And it's really about tarot reading, interpreting the cards for each of the signs. It's supposed to be used for your sun sign. It also applies to your moon sign or your rising sign. I'm a Leo moon, so I listen to the Leo reading as well as the Virgo reading. I really want it to be authentic and genuine, which is why I'm pushing back this week from uploading it, because I want to really give you something. I don't want it to just be a run-of-the-mill tarot reading. I want it to come from a place inside of me as a reader, as an intuitor, as a diviner, but also I want it to connect with you. That's supposed to be something lighthearted. It'll be here once a week. Come visit me every week, read your reading, and push it along. On top of that, I want to start posting an additional video a week. It's going to be a little confusing. It'll make sense once I get to the year schedule that I've created for myself. So, I want to post another video probably Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, not Monday. That's how far along I am with these ideas. So bear with me while I figure out what is going on in here and how to get it from here to here to here and onto the camera. So, alas, here we all are. So, instead of Arcade Arcana, I somehow have created a schedule, and I want to go over some of the things that are coming down the pipeline that might be of interest to some people, will not be of interest to a lot of people, and where I'm trying to go into like who it will be for, because it's all going to be different stuff for different levels of people, and that's why I kind of want to focus Arcade Arcana generally, because everything else will be varying levels of I've never heard of this, this is an introduction to I have no idea what you're talking about, this is like level 5 Reiki based stuff, and it'll be a little bit more transparent in the video because I'll make sure that you all know, you know, if you don't have a Reiki mastership, or if you're not knee deep in Reiki, this is not for you. Or if you're new to tarot and you want to read this, here's this for you. Or, you know, I want to get into some scientific journals, if that's of interest to you, how science and Reiki, science and spirit, science and tarot, science and psychology all meld together, and how it's studied in the empirical sense. We are going to get into those. I already have one drafted up that I can go ahead and put out there, but I have to film it. Again, this is all new. So I want to, for the month of April, keep Arcade Arcana going, so we're going to maintain the one video posting a week schedule for April, just because I need to finish ironing out all the details for Arcade Arcana. I don't feel like it's up there yet. I don't feel like it's my dream. It's not what I imagined for it quite yet, but I think it will be getting there as I learn stuff. Most notably, not to go 45 minutes talking about tarot cards and horoscopes and doing tarot readings while the camera is out of focus. It's been a struggle, y'all. It's been like a lot this week. This week has been a lot. So then for April, keeping Arcade Arcana going, May, I want to introduce a 21 days of Reiki challenge that I want to film every day as a vlog series. I'm excited to say that you will get a post every day through the week, maybe every day through the business week. I haven't figured it out quite yet, but it'll be 21 days of continuous vlogging going over Reiki as a self-practice and how it could help you open up some of your channels, open up some of the things that you've been struggling with, to increase your magic, increase your intuition, increase your understanding of spirit, all kinds of stuff that work into a meditative Reiki-based practice for the self. So you can join me throughout that entire process. It'll essentially be like 15-minute videos where they'll be very unedited. I'll just speed up the part where I'm actually administering the Reiki, because I don't think you want to see me sit there with my hands all over my body for the next, 5 minutes. I don't know, some of you are weird, but that's not the future I have for myself. So we'll have a little discussion at the end of it, and we'll talk about what I felt, what I did, what I, focused on, what is going right, what is screwing up with me. And so I want that to be something that I can quickly put out and do every day, but also something that you guys can engage with as well. I'll make sure there's a hashtag, however that works. I'm still learning all that stuff. And I want that to be something engaging that maybe you can be tagging along with, and you watch the video, and maybe that's when you administer Reiki, or you administer your own Reiki, and you come to the video, and it just is supposed to be something that you can implement every day. And so there'll be a video in the beginning. If you're interested in becoming level 1 Reiki attuned so you can administer Reiki to yourself, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to do that via distance. Currently, we're still all online with Reiki Garden. But first level attunement for self, totally possible. Reach out to me, and that will go into a whole thing for the whole month of May. And I'm also going to leave something out. There's going to be a little surprise at the end of the month that I'm going to unveil, which I'm very excited about. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it is, but I have an idea. And so I'm going to be working through that, and that'll be unveiled at the end of the month. And then for June, I want to go over, I have a book here. It's called Queer Myth, Symbol, and Spirit. It's down here. You can't see it. It's at the bottom. But I want to go over for the month of June, since it is Queer History Month and I am queer. Hello. those of you who don't know me. I want to go over queer spirit, queer representation of spirit throughout history, of course with being cautious with how my lily white skin lives up to certain stories and the fact that I cannot tell those stories, which I have no problem with. But I want you guys to understand, I'm Roman and American. That's my experience. So it's limited to that. It will remain limited to that, and the cultural experience of the various different Asian deities, African deities, South American, Central American deities, especially Native American deities, the native tribes. I won't get into that. You don't want to hear that from me. That's not my role here. So I do want to just clarify that we'll be going over queer spirits, queer history, a little bit of all that throughout the month of June with respect to the people that I will not be talking about. So it'll be one video a week, basically focusing on either one queer deity, one queer aspect of symbolism, one queer, like sage, basically anything I can discover that I connect with, that I'm able to speak to, and that I'm able to teach you guys about. And I also want to rope in with that some psychology on queerness, some psychology on therapy for queerness, not as a medical resource, but as something to dip your toes in and get comfortable with if you're looking for those resources, since I am interested in taking this channel into a psychological lens just based off of my own interests. So we'll be dealing with magic, spirit, Reiki, tarot, psychology, all of that good stuff. For July, I'm going to be coming out with a fire meditation series, and I have crystal healing bowls available to myself that I'm going to create videos with that will serve as meditations for you guys. So there will be 30-minute segments on YouTube that are essentially crystal bowl cleansings of the chakras, certain songs to help you manifest, to bring harmony, clarity, definitely one for each of the 7 chakras. And I'm thinking they're going to be about 30 minutes long. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know the setup. I know the sound, but maybe I will be playing around with that throughout the month of June and seeing how that looks. But I have a couple ideas. So the fire meditation series will start with 7 chakras, maybe 2 or 3 additional songs or meditation series that go into balance, harmony, love, all of that good stuff. They'll be available on YouTube. I might do an hour-long session for each of the 7 chakras and add some additional stuff and put it on Spotify or something, but I'm not entirely sure. That's too far out for me to plan. Then in August, I'm going to be working on a tarot series. 16 quirk cards of the tarot cards also correspond to, allegedly, the 16 MBTI personalities in the MBTI personality test, which I think is very interesting to look at. Which I think is very interesting because you can mix a lot of psychology and tarot and personality quizzes and all that stuff. So there's going to be some research around that. There's going to be some creative fictional work around the 16 court cards. And hopefully I can actually do some shoots with them, either photography or filmography. I have a couple of ideas that I'm playing with around as well. In September, that's my birthday, so I want to take it light, you guys. Really, really light. So we're going to do a self-love series because I want to love myself more in my birth month. And celebrate loving the self and what that means and how difficult it is to get there if you're not there already. Which I think is a very interesting thing to talk about. I also, during the month of September, want to do a potion series where we go into different potions that we can make and different fixings and elixirs and tinctures and all that good stuff. And that is going to be mixology. And I'm going to work with gin and rum, and you'll be able to drink all of the potions, and they will be delicious and delightful and so tasty and tantalizing. Ooh! So we'll get into that. We'll see how that looks. So I really want to just start sharing with you guys some of the things I've learned, sharing with you guys some of the ways that I've helped myself using the systems I know, as well as diving. It is so noisy. I live on the main road, y'all. I'm sorry. So if you ever hear me in my videos with, like, it sounds like an earthquake, it's usually just a bus, because I live in New York City. So. Bye now. I will have a big Halloween special. I'm thinking of doing Halloween Arcade Arcana. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. It is my favorite holiday, but that's so far away. It's gonna change 16 more times by the end of the year. But I want to do a Halloween special, want to dress up Arcade Arcana in Halloween, deck it out, have fun, and hopefully everything is open and I might be able to do some events around town so that you guys can see me, because I don't leave my house ever. So, I'm sorry I couldn't get to Arcade Arcana this week. I promise I'll do better. But if I'm not going to do a good reading for you guys, I'm not going to put it out, because then you're going to look at me crazy. And by you, I mean I'm going to look at myself crazy. For Reiki Garden, I want to just clarify. We're going to be getting into magic. We're going to be getting into spirituality, history, psychology, art, tarot, Reiki. Dare I say Reiki again? I really want this channel to be a little artsy. I want it to be a little sciencey, a little psychological English. And I want it to get into a whole bunch of stuff that I'm interested in that I want to share with you guys that hopefully has some applicable. Hopefully you guys can use it, but I don't know. We'll see. I have a bunch of things planned. I'm gonna have fun, most of all, because these are all things that I'm deeply interested in, that I'm not used to sharing, and that I'm trying to communicate clearly to all of you in a way that is exciting and new and funny. So I'm going to get into reviewing scientific journals. I'm going to get into reviewing some of the books that are available to you, resources that I've used, that I've read, that, you know, I've gone through. Everything in this channel I want to come from me. I want to have been able to use it. I want it to be applicable to you and to be able to be used by you. But I want it first to start with me, because I want that kind of genuineness and authenticity in everything I do in this channel. Because I'm not trying to make content. I'm not trying to, like, do this just to get the follows. I want to do this because I'm letting you guys in on the secret of my life's work and what I do when no one's looking, which is a lot of witchcraft and a lot of cool shit that I just don't share because I'm a Virgo. Why would I? I don't know. So, we have some tarot books, the Hellenistic religions, Oriental religions, and Roman paganism, the Romans and their gods in the age of Augustus, which is one of my, those are like 3 of my holy grails. Some Reiki books by Pamela Miles, which will go into like a little bit more holistic nursing, holistic medicine, and how Reiki interacts with the Western medicine world, which I think is going to be interesting for y'all. Psychic Reiki and opening up your intuitive development and your psychic abilities using Reiki, which is one of the things I did, especially surrender meditation. Whew. We'll get into a separate video about surrender meditations. It's crazy, it sounds wild, but it works. And queerness, because I'm queer and we're gonna get into queer stuff because you can't stop me. I have some research that I did about the Mattachine Society, about McCarthyism, and how it relates to queer identities. It's gonna be really fun. I think we're gonna have fun here. It's gonna be lighthearted. It's gonna teach you guys some things. It's gonna be comedical. And you'll get to know me a little bit better and what I do and what I'm interested in and how it works into the great overall plan of who is May. So, this is Reiki Garden. Welcome. This is going to be my discussion corner. And I can't wait for you all to come along on the ride with me every week with the tarot readings, additional content here and there. And I can't wait to meet you all and make a family. Not a family, a community. I don't want a family. And so I think that's it. I'm signing off for the week. I promise to get you guys your tarot readings on Monday. So check back on Monday, but definitely stick around, subscribe, like, comment. On this comment, I want to know what are some of the otherworldly, other side, other unseen things that you've seen, that you've experienced in your life. Tell me ghost stories, tell me spirit stories, ancestor stories of ancestors coming to you. I want to know all kinds of stuff of what you know about tarot, what you don't know about tarot, what you know about Reiki, what you don't know about Reiki. Let's have just like a get to know each other icebreaker moment in the comment section below. So, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next week on Monday. And I hope you all have a wonderful week and that you know that I'm thinking of you fondly. And welcome. This is it. Bye.